Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a massive, frankly, game-changing shift happening in pharma right now. We're talking about moving away from clunky, isolated dashboards to actually simulating the entire enterprise. It's all about going from disconnected silos to a living, breathing system.
So let's kick things off with a scenario. What actually happens if an active pharmaceutical ingredient, an API supplier, just suddenly fails? Or what if a product launch gets delayed by just a couple of days? In a perfect world, you'd know the exact ripple effect instantly. But let's be real, answering these highly interconnected questions is a massive struggle for most companies today.
And the root of that struggle? It really boils down to functional visibility versus enterprise blindness. Think about it. Individual departments are usually crushing it when it comes to their own metrics. Manufacturing knows their exact yield. Supply chain knows exactly what's in the warehouse. But take a step back, and executives are basically flying blind as to how a decision in one functional area completely disrupts the rest of the value chain.
Which brings us to Section 1, the problem, enterprise blindness.
Look, pharma is incredibly complex. Every single second you're generating massive amounts of vital data. R&D has formulation data, manufacturing tracks cycle times, quality logs lab results, and then you've got supply chain, finance, and regulatory all doing their own thing. But because these brilliant streams of data hit a brick wall and stay trapped in their silos, leadership is completely blocked from making predictive decisions. You've got 20/20 vision inside the silo, but complete blindness across the actual enterprise.
So how do we fix this fragmentation? That brings us to Section 2, the enterprise digital twin.
To break down those walls, we need a living digital model of the entire organization. And we're not just talking about a digital replica of a single production line here. An enterprise digital twin is a dynamic, fully integrated environment. It brings your product, process, quality, and supply twins all together so you can actually simulate how the whole enterprise will react under different, real-world conditions.
And there's a huge shift in maturity that happens here. Think about traditional dashboards. They really just tell you what happened in the past, right? Analytics tells you why it happened, and predictive tools guess what might happen next. But the digital twin? It gives you the ultimate strategic superpower. It answers what will happen if we choose this specific option. You literally get to test drive the future before spending a single dollar or committing a single batch.
All right, let's move to Section 3, connecting the pharma silos.
So how does this powerful simulation actually bridge those gaps in the real world? Well, take the famously costly handoff from R&D to commercial manufacturing. We all know a process might work perfectly at pilot scale in a lab, and then fail spectacularly at commercial scale. By transferring knowledge digitally, like mapping exact R&D formulation variables directly into manufacturing cycle times, the twin eliminates that friction. It replaces outdated, static document handoffs with living, breathing knowledge.
There's a brilliant quote from our source material that hits the nail on the head. R&D should not only develop products, R&D should develop digitally transferable products. That's a massive realization. Research has to be designed from day one to flow straight into the manufacturing twin. When manufacturing gets a new product, they shouldn't just get a recipe. They should get a complete digital knowledge model.
And the connections keep going. When you link manufacturing events directly to quality impacts, you create a genuinely predictive model. Say a machine's temperature drifts a little, or raw materials vary. The digital twin flags that instantly. It warns you that a batch might fail a quality check down the line, or that a lab backlog is about to hit. You stop waiting for a failure to happen and start asking, hey, where is risk building up right now?
Plus, manufacturing and quality don't exist in a vacuum. They are entirely tied to the broader supply chain and ultimately to the patient. If a batch release is delayed, the enterprise twin instantly maps out exactly which market commitments are in jeopardy and which patients might face a shortage. It elevates the supply chain to be highly intelligent and completely patient-centered.
For the executive suite, this is where it all translates into dollars and cents. A digital twin turns operational realities directly into financial insights. If you want to boost safety stock by 20%, or maybe qualify a backup API supplier, what's the actual financial hit? The twin models those exact scenarios so the CFO and leadership team can perfectly balance cost efficiency with true enterprise resilience.
So, how do we actually pull this off? Let's jump into Section 4, building the living enterprise.
Success here means dodging some very common, very expensive mistakes. First, don't start too narrow without a big picture vision for scaling up. Second, this cannot just be a flashy visual tech demo for the boardroom. It has to be a hard-hitting decision tool.
You absolutely cannot ignore your underlying master data quality, you need a clear business owner, and critically, you have to integrate these insights directly into your team's daily workflows.
And listen, in the highly regulated world of pharma, governance is absolutely not optional. It's the only way these digital twins can scale safely. You have to establish a center of excellence right from day one to handle data ownership, AI model governance, and strict compliance. If this twin is going to support critical GXP decisions, it has to be tightly governed and inspection-ready at all times.
So if you're in leadership and ready to move, here's your actionable 90-day plan. First 30 days, lock in your enterprise vision and the exact metrics you want to move. The next 30 days, map out your data gaps and prioritize 3 to 5 high-value use cases. Then, in the final 30 days, build your minimum viable blueprint and your roadmap. You don't have to build the whole thing in 3 months. You just need to build a credible path forward.
Because honestly, the clock is ticking. By the end of this decade, leading pharma companies are not going to be relying on static reports. They'll operate entirely with living digital models. AI will catch risk signals instantly, and R&D knowledge will flow seamlessly to the factory floor. It is going to completely redefine how enterprise value is managed.
I'll leave you with this final, provocative thought to wrap up today's explainer. Are you just building isolated digital tools for individual departments, or are you building a true digital twin of the enterprise that can simulate, predict, and optimize your end-to-end performance? The companies that get this right are the ones who will guarantee patient continuity and absolutely dominate the competitive landscape of Pharma 4.0. Thanks so much for joining me today. Keep asking those big questions and keep pushing for that end-to-end vision.